Hello everybody, my name is Dizzy and welcome back to the first stream with IRL Dizzy Hands in quite a long while. It's an exciting time. It is Doctor Who Week, new Doctor Who series drops with new Doctor who we've only seen once. Drops this weekend and I'm tremendously excited. And also, I've had this thing sitting around on the shelf for ages and ages and ages that I've been wanting to put together in front of y'all. So we have out the little baseboard, just in case we need it. But today, the object of today's stream is I'm going to be putting together this. This is a Doctor Who TARDIS model making kit from Series 3 of the Revival Who. It's so long since this happened that we're having a new Series 1. They've started renumbering the series from 1 again. Which I think is pretty spectacular. But yeah, we are gonna oops. Trying to get some music on. Don't want the music to be very loud. Hopefully that should be just about audible in the background. If not, let me know and I'll put it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna put this together in front of you all. Big hello to Kingo in the chat and Shaka, who is also very excited. I'm glad you are just as excited as I am. This, as I say, I picked it up in a charity shop. As far as I can tell, it is completely unopened. Like, nice, lovely sealed. Nice, lovely sealed packaging here. It still looks a little loud on the old OBS readout, but it can't go down much more. There we go. Tell me if that's too quiet. Chaka says, very much hoping you can actually watch the episodes this week. We'll have to see how it goes. Yes, Chaka has a little bit of catching up to do. Yeah, so as far as I can tell, this is all still sort of new, sealed, never before been put together. I picked it up for a song. It's obviously been through quite a few different charity shops because it had this label on it, and it's had this label on it for so long that I couldn't get it off. And this isn't even the label of the charity shop that I picked it up from. So, hopefully, it's all in good condition. There's one more thing I need to get out of here, and that is the instruction manual. Yes, this is the long-running TARDIS from RTD's era. He's back! If those of you who are not keeping up with Doctor Who news, he's back. He's in charge again. I'm faintly positive, but I've been faintly positive before, so, you know. He says it went through a long travel to get to you. It did! And now it's going to end up, finally, hopefully, being put together. I've never looked at these instructions before, by the way. I've not opened this at all, so I have no idea how involved this is going to be, how complicated this is going to be. I have no idea how long it's going to take. If we're still here at 5 o'clock, I might call it. If we're done by like 1 o'clock, then I have a backup option of something to do afterwards. It says, weirdly, the charity shop for that second sticker closed down in 97. That would be a bit weird. Okay, let's open her up. TARDIS. Oh, it's got lore. TARDIS is the Doctor's time and space machine. In it, he can travel all across the galaxies, from the relative normality of Earth, citation needed, to planets beyond imagining. Can you read this? You can read this, or I can read this. I don't think we can do both, so I'm going to read this. He can visit places known only in history books, or go forwards to the very ends of time. Sometimes the Doctor is able to control where he's going, but often the TARDIS decides for him, taking the Doctor where he is most needed. And the TARDIS is dimensionally transcendental, which means it's bigger on the inside than it appears on the outside. It contains numerous rooms and everything the Doctor could ever need. It's the console room where the Doctor and his companions spend most of their time. It's difficult to know what the many levers, buttons, wheels and screens on the console actually do, but if all else fails, the Doctor hits it with his emergency hammer and that usually seems to work. This kit comes with everything you'll need to build to your very own TARDIS console room, just like the Doctor's. Which, instantly, I have no space for this at all. I have no idea what's going to happen to this when it gets put together. But we're going to put it together anyway. Assemble the kit parts in alphabetical order. and don't press them out until you're ready to use them, as they might get muddled up. To attach the pieces together, first push them out of the card sheet, then pre-fold all the marked creases. Fold the ends of the tabs in on one another along the marked creases, then push the tab through the appropriate slot. Tab ends should spring back, locking the piece in place. Take care to get the appropriate printed side of the pieces on the outside of the model. There are 4 sections, and the pieces for each part are labelled with a different colour. The console pieces are blue, deck pieces are green, roof pieces are orange, and the furniture is purple. You might need something pointy to help you pop out some of the tiny pieces of perforated cards. A sharp pencil should do the trick. Do I have a sharp pencil? I haven't. I have some nail clippers with a thing. That might be pointy enough. Or failing that, I've got a pair of tweezers, which probably have a pointy enough end. Kingo says, I'm convinced that most of those buttons are non-functional in canon. I'm not sure they're non-functional in canon. I know that in the early days, each Doctor, I don't know if they still do, but each Doctor used to sort of decide for themselves what all of the bits of the TARDIS console did, and so they could have a set routine for flying the TARDIS that they could repeat every time. We have a Salty in chat. Hi there, how's it going? I'm also non-functional in canon. Oh, Pat. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Alright. So, there we go. That's before we begin. Okay, we're starting with the console. The console pieces are blue. Okay. I have absolutely no idea what this looks like on the inside. Oh yeah, it's stuck together, so it actually has never ever been opened before. I don't think it's ever going to be sealed again, given how that's just come off. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the sticky bit. So there's no going back now. Right, let's put that off to one side. We've got some clear stuff, which I'm assuming we don't need yet? How am I supposed to know? Because of course the clear sheet doesn't have colour indicators on it. I'm literally falling at the very first hurdle, because this bit here, that looks like this piece. But I can't tell. Are they all? No, they are all uncoloured in the instructions. How do I know? How do I know if you're the one I'm after? Okay, I don't think this is the one I'm after, because some of the slots in the middle, these slots in the middle don't quite look like these slots in the middle here. So I think we're not doing this piece. I don't know what that piece is, but I think we're not doing it yet. Just gonna kind of go through them until I see them all. We're looking for blue. Most of the bits... Oh! Oh, okay, they have... Hang on, they have letters on the other sides. Hang on. Oh, Streamlabs. No, bad Streamlabs. Hang on, I need to go turn Streamlabs' little timer off. Dottie says, my nails are pretty, thank you! I got my mother to do them. So, all credit for any skill is actually hers. But, yes, I do like having my nails done for these. If and when I can. Oh, incredible, look! We've got a blue A. The exact piece we needed. I just had the stack up the wrong way around. Instantly, this is a really hefty stack of cards. There are a lot of pieces here. We could be here for a while. And it looks like we're also going to encounter the sheets in more or less the right order doing it this way as well. Okay. Fold A into a box by tucking the ends inside. What? This forms an axle. Now push the 2 copies of B over the axle. Okay. What? I don't understand these instructions at all. Oh, I am going to need to push out every single one of these tiny little tabs. I think. This is going to be too thick. Push, push, push. Push these all through. I've actually scuffed that one by doing it with something a bit too big. So that's not going to look tremendously pretty. The instructions unclear. Build actual time machine. Salty doesn't know if you've ever properly had someone else do your nails other than the 1x we don't talk about. You're too lazy to do them yourself. I am definitely too lazy to do them myself for anything other than the fact that this is a thing going out onto the internet in front of millions and millions of screaming fans and that will be recorded for all posterity. Shaka is going to have to get their nails done to the wedding because they're getting married. Then you'll have to put all your willpower into not picking at it. Oh dear. I believe, if it's any consolation. Right, doing this bit is the easy bit. Just pushing all the little things out is easy. I still have no real clue what it wants me, because the... Hang on. The instruction shows that I'm folding it up into a box like this with 4 sides. But this, quite clearly, has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the slots in, and then a tab on each end. So I really don't know how that's going to sort of work. We'll figure it out, I guess. I tell you what, this No Copyright Sounds Playlist is not going to be anywhere near long enough. I'll need to find another one when it finishes. Oh, come on, you silly thing. Right, okay. Lots of nice little holes pressed in there. Oh, I have to be quite precise with my folding as well, I think. And I'm not really sure which way the fold lines are supposed to go. This was a difficult piece for them to start us with. This was a very rude choice. Okay, I think we're folding them this way. I think we're folding them like that. I need to put something there to stop this from falling down. There we go. So proposing in Twitch chat, do you have money for a wedding? Because I don't. We don't need something fancy, you just have a little service with immediate family. Aw, I'm so happy for you guys. I think Lauren is going to be distraught knowing that you're not going to be marrying her, Shaka. Alright, fold that. And then fold the next one, that's still got a little tab on it. Get off. There we go. One more. There we are. God, if this didn't have pre-folded fold lines, it would be a mess already. Okay, so we are... Instructions say fold it up like that. Tucking the ends inside. Okay, I guess like this. The ends are longer than the rest of the box. Okay, it forms like a that type thing, I think. It's not quite square. but it might be square enough. Especially once I've got the B and C pieces. Okay, here's B. This is just green. I assume this isn't a bit that we're gonna, like, see in the end. Seeing as it is just a bright green colour. And there's another B. She's marrying a very nice young man. Kingle says, we can't stand here and list off all the people who'd be disappointed that Shasskor isn't marrying them. Stream has to end at some point. Okay, once again, I don't really see... Ah, look, it's got tabs. And they're gonna go into these little green holes. Theoretically. With some incredible difficulty, I suspect. God, this absolutely came from the mind of a madman. I think. Okay, so if I slide it on this way, then the tabs are all facing that way, and then hopefully, if I slide it back, I'll be able to put each tab in its little hole. Like that. There we go. That's clever. I don't know how I'm going to get a second one on, but that's clever. I just realised that YouTube link might well be out of date. I don't even know if that links to my YouTube channel anymore. Because I think my YouTube link got updated to be my actual YouTube channel name, Dis for Demise, instead of just a random string of characters. Oh dear. Shaka can't even escape the party when it's not your own stream? No! And nor should you be able to, I think. I've messed up here. I should have not put that in. I should have slid them both on, and then put them in place together. That's what I should have done. Alright, okay. Instead, we're just gonna struggle. Okay. 2 bits of B in. Why there needs to be 2 bits of B in here, I have no clue. But we've got 2 bits of B in. The 2 copies of C follow. Slide 1 on each end to the positions shown to complete the cam. The cam? Is this gonna spin? Is this going to be a moving model? Okay, sure, fine, alright. C. It's a red circle. King Girl. Alright, once again, little tabby bits. And then they go, helpfully, down to the little red slots. And as we pull it back, most of them will go in. There we go. 1. This is an hindsight that might work better as me and who, rather than me when bonk. Oh dear. Shaka would never want a big expensive wedding, even if, in all seriousness, a wedding were to ever happen. That's fair. I've never really sort of considered what I would want. Being poly and all, like, weddings haven't been a serious part of my, like, romantic life considerations. I'm not gonna use this pencil. I keep dropping stuff on the floor in these streams. It happens so often. I'm gonna use this pencil to poke little tabs in, cause my nails are a little large. Okay. So, the cam shaft that may or may not end up be spinning is assembled. Now what have we got? Pieces D and E enclose the axle and cam you just made. Push the ends of A through the holes in D and E. So this is D here, and this bit here is E. Ah. Okay. So we're going to push out this hole here. And slide this on. I'm given that it's a red hole there. I'm assuming we're sliding it on until it meets there. I am going to ping out all the little tab holes again, though, because I think that'll be a lot harder to do once we started assembling it. Shaka says, it was something I put a lot of thought into in a past relationship that went down in big bad flames. Oh, sweetie. Oh no. Salty says, my cousin just changed her wedding from costing about 50k to about 1k. Pulled it way forward, trying to make sure my gran could make it. Oh, I hope they do and everything goes off without a hitch. Yeah, I think if I had, let's say, £50,000 or whatever, to spend on celebrating marriage and stuff, which obviously I don't, and I'm not likely ever to, but if I did, every pound of that goes on the wedding is going to get you a lot less in terms of experience than spending that equivalent pound on anything else, really. Like, apart from maybe, I guess, your house, but like, if you're wanting to do celebration, then spend each of those pounds that you spend on honeymoon, I'm sure is going to buy you a lot more enjoyment than spending that equivalent pound on the actual wedding ceremony itself. Salty says, I considered getting married before, mostly of getting a German visa to live there. There's an interesting bit here. I don't know if that is supposed to be something that I'm popping out or not. So I'm going to leave that one in for now, just in case. It looks pop-outable, but it's not connected to this tab that I've just popped out. So I'm unsure. It says, just get married quick, invest the money, hold a big anniversary party the next year. That one has gone right through the side as it came off. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Well, maybe it was, actually. This one's right up on the side from there. Okay. Salty says, I couldn't spend that much money on one single day, especially when most of the money is going to other people, most of whom I wouldn't even know. Yeah. God, just the popping out all the tabs actually takes ages. Mayhaps I should have popped out all of the tabs before stream, because I don't imagine this is particularly riveting content. Interesting bit here. My hard drive moments before failing, says Ginkgo. Oh no. Something says, no, this is content TM. Okay, if you say so. It's me stabbing my pencil repeatedly into small holes. Okay, right. Apparently I don't think we're folding this at all. We're just I don't know. There's this interesting bit of the picture here, which I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's not obviously a part of this, so I think we're just going to ignore it. But I don't think we're folding this yet. I am. Whoa, part S is a. Oh, that's part E. Hang on a sec. I need to grab this sheet without part S falling off. There's part S is dangling by a thread there. Part E has this extra bit. I see. Presumably to make a floor of some kind. Oh, part S has died. F's in chat for circle S that fell off. That's probably going to come back to haunt me later when I'm like, oh, what's part S? If this does all work and it's all card and it all fits together and it all works and has moving parts, then this is going to be phenomenally clever. Salty says, didn't think I'd be relating to the letter S today, but alright. The little tabs, they are secured just strongly enough to the actual sheets that I'm worried each time I pull one off that I might accidentally tear just a little bit of the sheet with it. Like that. Can you see that little white mark? I've just torn a little bit extra off there. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Luckily, I think this is the not visible part. So long as I'm pushing it through from this side, any tears are likely to happen only on the other surface. That's the little circle. The big red circle. Come on. There we go. It's the one that's off the side. Come on. There we go. So this, in terms of how it's shaping up, I think they are the slots are in the same pattern, but obviously this has a big number 1 and 2 on it. I don't know what we're gonna do with. Presumably the 1 and the 2 won't be visible on the finished product, but who knows? I mean, we've got giant red and green circles and ovals that somehow we're gonna try and cover up. Who knows how successful that's going to be? Oh, I missed some. I'm also amassing quite the little mound of tab slivers. Can melt them down at the end and make a miniature TARDIS. Was that one already popped through? I don't remember popping that one out. Never mind. Let's not worry about it. Are you taking volunteers, Salty? Okay, I don't think there's any bits to pop out on this hex at the bottom. Good to know. Also, judging from how this folds, I have in fact folded this the wrong way. It is a little bit of a shame, but we've learned. Okay, so we're folding this up like that. then I don't think it matters which way through this goes. So do that. Do that. Then it says, now fasten the two halves together by carefully folding in the corners of the tabs and feeding them through the slots. Once through, the corners will flip back and lock the pieces together. And then it's got this to sort of show you how to do it. And I think this is a zoom in, but it's really unclear. Okay, so let's actually fold all of the lines, because again, it's going to be a lot easier to fold them now while it's not attached to anything. Than it will be to try folding stuff when it's all supposed to be stuck together. Is this... Oh, this is supposed to be a slot. It's this little corner, because I can see there's a little hole. So it says lower your fees. Shaggy, you get it for free. The only way I can lower it further is by paying you instead. The long fold lines don't play nice. The short fold lines are pretty okay, but the long fold lines aren't quite so much. Okay, I think that one's all folded now. So, this was part D, I think. Missed some slots. Let's pop those out quickly, otherwise I won't be able to fit the base in. Boop. I think that's all folded up, so this goes through, this goes through there, then we are fixing these. Oh look, these tabs have wings that are actually separate fold lines themselves. Okay. Not very good fold lines at all, but they are some. So, we are going to fold that over and put it through, and then our instructions are going to fall down, and pause our music as well, because why wouldn't they? What was I doing? I was doing this, there we go. I was gonna drink Red Bull. Oh no. Oh dear. This is not working at all. Right. Fold the wings back out. Go. Right, same on this one. In, manhandled through slot, fold out. That's the easy side. Because that side I can do flat. This side I can't do flat, because I've got to have this in here. Oh, in fact, maybe I've already scuppered myself. Okay. It was a little bendy, but it's fine. As long as the devs keep the Red Bull away from me. The smell of it makes you feel ill. Oh, I am... I'm not a big Red Bull fan. I don't particularly enjoy it. But I'm surprised the smell of it is bad for you, because I don't really think of it as having much of a smell, to be honest. Okay, I think that's through. And folded on the inside. I can't show you the inside, obviously. I don't think you can see anything there. You're just gonna have to take my word for it, but I think that's not gonna fall out. This one, I might be able to see. Inside. Oh, it's not gonna be light enough. Oh, that's because I've not got my ring light on. There we go. That might help a little bit. Yeah, tab in here. The difficult bit is actually getting it through far enough that the wings can unfold. And then also trying to do that to camera. Okay. Tab is through. I'm assuming I'm also going to have to link up the bottom. Salty says, I never had Red Bull that's expensive. I got the cheap own brand stuff. Jack says, perhaps this is my bad experience with the Jaeger bombs. Yes. The good old Jaeger bomb. Right. Take 2 copies of F. I've not even seen F. Oh, here's F. There's F. Take 2 copies of F and instructions, please. Thank you. Also, let's pause my music again. Oh no, we've just come to the end of that playlist already. Wow, that was a short playlist. Okay. Give me a sec while I queue up more music from No Copyright Sounds that will... I want slow stuff is the thing. I want something bouncy and exciting. Oh my god, I don't even understand what half of the names of these playlists mean. I assume they're the artists. I want a long playlist. Can I sort playlists by length? No, that would be too sensible. So it says, I accidentally make chill stream playlist if you want. It's not really got a theme, it's just generally a pile of relatively chill copyright-free stuff. Oh, that might be helpful if that's okay, Salty. That piece can actually go away, because I've got everything out of that now. Alright, 2 copies of F. Each F is 1 circle. Up the middle. I don't think they have any other tabs in them. Even though they've got this sort of circle design, I don't think they push out. Music department. No, your unusual and innovative approach to music, sadly. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. It says take 2 copies, blah blah. This will form a thumb wheel, so that once the model is complete, the time rotor will be able to move up and down. That's crazy. It needs editing sometime. I can pop it in a DM. A lot of what's there is just stream beats or persona. I really should settle down and make like a proper copyright-free playlist for myself, but it's so hard to tell if it's actually copyright-free, especially when it's on a place like Spotify, as I've just seen. Maybe I'll stick with NCS for now, just because Spotify and its copyright things does scare me. These tabs have all completely separated as I've folded them over, which is not good. They don't have fold lines on these ones, unlike the slightly bigger tabs on this. Just fold over without splitting, you horrible things! I don't know if you can see how, like, all the white that you can see there, that's how the ends are frayed as they've been folded. Which I'm not hugely happy about, to be honest. Salty says, Shaka's might pick your brains at some point for how you do your music. Oh yes, Shaka's music is it's a strange art that I do not even pretend to understand. Okay, we're going to put them on 2 at a time this time, and see if that helps us at all with actually getting them on. The answer is apparently no, they just really don't want to go in at all. I'm gonna need this thing again, actually. Having said it as a joke, it's actually much thinner than the end of the pencil. And with how these tabs are going, this one doesn't want to go in at all. I think it's partly the thing being off square. Okay, there we go, there's one. This second one is actually going to be way harder for me having put 2 on at once. That was a bad idea. Let's not do that again in the future. It's come off! How have you come off? This was a terrible idea. Okay, well, we won't do it like this again in future. I don't know if I can actually get this second wheel, like, on properly now, because of how I've done that. Okay, maybe just using more force was the answer. Okay, not make that mistake again. Repeat this on the other side of the axle. So 2 more Fs. Oop, there we go. Probably easy to call and show you on a screen share than try and explain it. Excuse the cool Shaka, that sounds fantastic. I mean, even though I'm not expecting to try and do what Shaka has been doing, I've been interested in how you do it, so I'd be interested in also being there if that is okay. Obviously, if Salty, you're planning to use this to discuss your wedding plans, then I don't have to be there. Oh, Salty's going away soon. Where are you going away soon, Salty? I am intrigued. Obviously, don't dox yourself if like it's something like that. But if it's just like I'm going on holiday to country or something. That's also true, Shaka. Plans to speedrun streaming the end of Persona before I leave. There's always one bit that really doesn't want to go in. Wheel number 1 on that side. It's allowed for me, right? You're off to Thailand. Ooh, that is exciting. It's only each other that's not allowed to see your wedding dresses. Kingo says, unless you're about to say I'm at a dress, the door will be unlocked, there'll be instructions on the table. Kingo. Kingo. Oh. You wouldn't know what to do with those instructions if they were given to you. Okay, right. Gears are on. Hey Transfights, how's it going? I see you're denying the people the daily goop. Yes, I am denying the people the daily goop. Partly because I don't want to get goop all over all of my models. Partly because I don't want to get goop all over my nails that have been done. And partly because, given that my nails have been done, putting goop on my nails wouldn't really work anyway. But hi there, Transfights. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day. You have reminded me to grab myself a drink, so I'm going to do that now. Kaya says, look, I'm sorry, you look up numerical control one time. Suddenly you become very knowledgeable about certain topics. I have no idea what that means, Kingo. All salty. Alright, for G and H form the console. Okay, so G is here. H is here. G and H form the console. Locate the red dot on H. Place it in the slot marked with a red dot on the enclosure. Oh, up there, okay. Hang on, can't see that. Red dot on the enclosure, okay. Plug G into the other side. Okay, I see. Right, we're gonna need to pop these out first. Preferably without popping out everything else on the same goddamn page, if we can. That isn't looking tremendously possible, as H is by far and away the most firmly fixed thing on this sheet. Okay, I hope that was supposed to come out. Right, there's a H, and then the G in a sec. Jack says, having just looked up numerical control, it's also computer numerical control. I see. I understand. This is the back side, okay. CNC Machine was my nickname in college, says Kingo. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, more tabs to pop out. Sorry, my brain is slightly shutting down with what Kingo is saying, but it's fine, I promise. I just have to find stream-safe things that I can actually talk about to be my commentary. It's harder. I can, I suppose, talk about what I'm excited for with the upcoming Doctor Who. But I don't really know much, because I've been avoiding spoilers. Kingle is a computer-controlled grinder. King Girl. Naughty King Girl, bad King Girl. Let's get all the joints folded ready. I need them. I hadn't quite realized. This is actually going to be quite low down on the model because the console is coming out here and over this. So like the floor, I was thinking this was going to be like in the middle somewhere, like, or maybe upside down like that. But no, this is low, and the model's going to be pretty tall if there's going to be a whole time rotor on top of this. Oh dear. I'm not sure also from these instructions if I'm supposed to have folded up the bottom yet. Maybe I am, because I thought there might be more stuff going in here. It'll certainly be easier to put stuff through these side slots with the bottom open. So I think I'm going to leave the bottom open for now. I can't tell if... I think that's a fold bit on the end there. I hope it is. That up. And here we have winged tabs. Fold them, fold the wings. Oh, okay. That really wanted to fold, because this bit's quite thin on each side, it really wanted to fold across that line instead. Because there's a hole in it. So that was a tricksy one. Shaka's mother has requested you do a small amount of housework. You shall return soon. Try to behave, chat. I don't think that sounds very likely, but thank you for trying anyway, Shaka. So he says, I will not behave, you can't make me, we riot. What could you possibly do in a riot that you don't normally do anyway in chat? I realise I am risking quite a lot by asking that question. But I feel like I should ask. Transfer rights is, I think, talking about buying a 3D printer? Oh yeah, I really want a 3D printer, but they are bloody expensive. I do so much Warhammer stuff with 3D printing though, but I already have a pile of unpainted Warhammer anyway. It's not like I need more Warhammer presently. Mostly what I use it for is the bloody models that bloody Games Workshop keeps discontinuing. They reckon. Okay, right. So I'm gonna plug it in at this tab here, and then I'm gonna fold each other tab in and slot it in at the same time. That's gonna be tricky, I reckon. And so there's two slots here on top of each other. I need to go in the lower one. I just gotta sort of pray that these wings will unfold on their own, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach in and unfold them myself. Honestly, it's difficult to even get the tabs folded over enough to go through the slots. Okay, one in. Right. I've got to fold over the wings on this. Get it in. Do the bottom slot, please. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Two in. Third one now. What another says faulty. Oh no. Transfer says, I think resin printers are better for miniatures anyway. They're like 200 euros. Have a return on investment after printing, what, 3 minis? I suppose it depends on the kind of mini. Yeah, if I was after stuff like the... So there's old Space Marine tanks that are going out of production, and currently the Whirlwind is out of production, and people are thinking it's probably never coming back, which is a shame because I love the Whirlwind tank. It's a great tank, and it doesn't have a like-for-like replacement. Like if they were to remove the Land Raider from production or something, I'd kind of understand. I don't want them to, but I kind of understand because they have made a Land Raider replacement. They've made a Predator replacement as well for the new range. They're not as good as the originals, but they've made them. But the Whirlwind is the one that they don't have a replacement tank for, so it's very silly to let it go out. But currently it's looking like it's not coming back. But yeah, so I'd make all the out of print tanks. I want like STLs that look like the original though. Lots of people who do 3D printing for Warhammer stuff use like off-brand stuff because obviously that's legal. It's not legal to use Games Workshop's own designs, but then they don't look like what I want them to look like anyway. Like if I wanted an off-brand Whirlwind, I'd just buy a Forge World Horus Heresy Whirlwind. And it's real silly on Games Workshop's part. I know these IRL streams often turn into people complaining about Games Workshop. It's real silly on Games Workshop's part because I'm not going to buy a Lancer Gladiator instead of buying a Predator. I want to buy a Predator because I want to buy a Predator, not because I want just tank with gun on it. You know, that is actually quite a nice looking console, or half console. And the cog is a little sticky outy, admittedly. But it otherwise it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with how that looks. You can consider me adequately impressed by this design. I want to put this out of the way somewhere where you can still see it, but there just isn't really a spot like that. It has to sort of sit over there and you can only see it a little bit. But while it is not legal, I don't think it is particularly immoral to... I'm pushing this too far. I don't think it's particularly immoral to pirate stuff that's you can't anymore buy that's out of production. And the computer software community has had this problem for ages with abandonware, and they just sort of decided amongst themselves to just kind of ignore copyright on a lot of abandonware stuff, and honestly, good for them. That's such a reach, Salty! What even is a sticky out cog in a euphemistic sense? What is that even supposed to be? What part of your body is cog shaped? And have you seen a doctor about it? There are gears in nature. I think flea legs possibly have gears in them? I'd have to look it up. Hang on. Flea leg gears. Grasshoppers. A species of plant-hopping insect, Issus coleoptratus, is the first living creature known to possess functional gears. This was back in 2013, and it's a grasshopper. Well, it looks kind of like a grasshopper. It's kind of sweet. Oh my goodness, hello. I recognize this. Everyone get your headbang emotes ready if you're a Fion subby, I guess. Oh, anyway. What was I talking about? Don't question my cog. Noted. I don't. Oh my Going to headbang IRL. No, principally because then you might get my face on cam, or at least part of my head on cam, and I absolutely do not want to take that risk. The last time I accidentally got my head in shot on stream, I had a panic attack about it for the rest of that stream, and then like 2 hours afterwards. So, no thank you. Hold more bits. Hold more little tabby bits first. Is this tabby bit here supposed to fold? It's really unclear. This one here doesn't look like it's got a folding bit point on it, so I'm not going to fold it, even though all the others look like they do have folding points on them. Who knows? It's really difficult to tell when the connections are this small, because obviously there's a slot in the middle, as well as the fact that the tab itself is quite small. It's really hard to tell if that is a folding point or not. We're going to say that that one isn't, even though it is otherwise identical to all the ones that I think are. Now we just follow. Oh. That one caught me out. There. It's bent slightly along this little gap here. What I said on the last one. There's a trick and a trap. I got caught out by the trick and the trap this time. It's because I'm going too fast. Because hardwired is on. I think that's everything folded up. We've got a yellow dot. The instructions don't mention the yellow dot, but the yellow dot does in fact match up with that yellow dot, which is handy for us.
Brace yourself.
I am braced.
I can see the end inside.
I can't. We're only on the first bit. Pop it in. That one actually went in really, really nicely and easy. Bet the other two aren't. This tab here has completely shredded itself on one wing. Just gonna make my life much harder. Because once they sort of delaminate themselves, they don't have... Oh, fudging out loud. They don't have as much rigidity. And so, they're harder to fold in the place you want them to fold. And then I suspect that once I get them in, they will probably also not hold in as well either. This one is being a right pain. Go, reach in. You gotta reach in to grab and unfold the wings manually because it says they'll pop out on their own. They won't. But yeah, now you can see all those wings are in. Gotta do the same on the bottom. This bit is quite hard because it's hard to get the wings to stay in place while they're going through the slot. No, Transference, come back! Is that why Fiona always says, "Oh, don't you dare," every time they get to that part of the song? Is it because of you? This one really doesn't want to play ball at all. This wing has in fact already folded itself in completely the wrong place. I have to just manually make a new fold line.
Now to strike.
Yeah, no, says Shots Right. I see. Okay, well, that is very pleasing. Now bend the panels down in again, snap the bottom of the panels into place. We've just done that. Take the 2 copies of I. This is I here. These long strips. 1 and 2. These don't seem to have any tab holes in them, which is nice. Slot the ends into the edge of the console and bend I around, slotting the other ends into the opposite side of the console edge. Okay, so that's what these bits that I wasn't sure if I was folding over are for, I guess. I'm not sure I'm gonna fit 2 different things in these slots, but we'll try. And we're bending these round rather than folding these, so these are gonna be actually round. Well, that's less pleasing, I'll be honest with you. That doesn't look as nice. But okay. Kind of preferred it how it was, but we've got more circular bits to come that will augment this, so maybe it'll look nice once they're all in place. Salty. Salty's off! Gonna get going, still a lot of people coming around. Ah well, we will miss you, Salty. I hope people coming around is not too taxing. I also hope I can get this thing into this hole. But yeah, have a good day and thank you for stopping by. Aim better. This really doesn't want to go in this hole. I was worried about whether I could fit 2 things into this hole, and the answer is apparently no. No, I cannot. Oh, we might be in. Okay, we're in. Fantastic. Yeah, that from the top now, from what I said was really pleasing before, that now actually looks quite ugly from the top, having done that. That's a real shame. Oh well. Okie doke. That is that step done. Step 5. Snap parts J and K into the top and bottom of the console. J and K. I've got an L. I've got an M. Ah, okay. Hang on. We've got a J and a K. Oh no, don't pull out the bits from in the middle. That won't do anyone any good. Okay. Into the top and bottom of the console. Does it matter which one is which? They aren't the same because one is a J and one is a K. So is there a top one and a bottom one? No, they are, as far as I can tell, identical. Put that to one side for a sec. I think these bits are going into these slots. think they're going into those slots. It says snap. Is it gonna be a snap? It kinda is a snap. Okay. That's not terrible, I suppose. Maybe I should have done the bottom one first. We'll find out. I need to make sure that they are that way around, so that they're the same like orientation. Go in, you silly thing. God, this could almost be a Eurovision song. Okay. It's still the not quite roundness of this bit. It still doesn't really mesh quite so well, which is a bit of a shame. And this rim is very exaggerated compared to what the actual real console looks like. But it's fine, I guess. This pile is now a mess. Officially a mess. So I'm trying to stack things that have lots of sticky out bits. Okay. Right. Now I need... Oh, I've broken my nail. Luckily, I have a nail clip in my hand. Give me a sec. Just take care of this. There we go. It's just a little sliver off the side. Okay. L and M loop over the top of the console. Match the red dot, then slide M down till it snaps in place. Okay. Now we saw L and M a second ago. That's an S there. There's an L. And there is an M. They're the only things on these sheets. They're the only parts on these. So I can now take that off, put that off on one side. This is L. Is anything of this folding over? I don't think so. I don't think there are any fold lines. Oh, there's a tab here with fold lines. On this end. Transwrite says, can you fix the not roundness of that bit with a straightened out paperclip and some tape? I don't know, because I'm not really sure what you're proposing, but I think the problem is that it affixes in here and here, and then this is just the middle bit. This is just the middle of the section. And so it bulges out because the section is not the exact perfect length it would need to be to make a perfect circle. And the same on this side, but slightly less. Transwrite also says only one thing per hole except fingers. I see, okay. Oh, I need to match the red dot of M with the red dot on the console. Hang on. So this is M. Oh, you've actually got another tab. You've got one tab on that side. You've got one tab on this end. Quickly fold the wings over. The tab itself doesn't look like it folds over. I think it's just the wings that fold over on this. These bits. Transfer says yes. The strip is simply too long. I don't think you can fix that. No, I don't think I can fix that either, unfortunately. It might also partly be because the way they attach here is because it's the end of the two bits, they come to a very little bit of a point, and so here they're slightly off circular. I'm assuming that probably isn't helping, but I don't know. I can't press them in any further because they're right touching the actual body of this. So I think, like, if I press in on these corners, then it looks a little better, but not a lot better, just a little better. But I think it is fundamentally the actual part is too long. I guess it sort of has to be a little bit too long, because otherwise it wouldn't go in. There's no real good way around that. But it's a shame. Okay, so we are slotting this over here. Oh no. Oh no. You know how I said there were two slots on top of each other? I've put this top one in the wrong one of those two slots. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it out again. Because of the wings. Oh, botheration. I was being so sure. I got every single other one of them right. Just not this one. Right, there's going to be a bit of massaging here. I don't think I can. I don't think I can get it through. Oh, cinders and ashes. Ah, Shaka's here. Hello. Have we been behaving? Mostly. Salty's just kind of left, which I think has been a big encouragement for behavior. And my playlist has ended again. Oh wow, we are like an hour and a half into the stream almost, though. So it probably shouldn't be that much of a surprise. What playlist was that? That was the 88 BPM specifically playlist. We've had the 65 to 80 BPM playlist. Do we have any other playlists that are organized by speed? By vibe? By chillness? There are a hell of a lot of NCS playlists that are just one video long. Which is very awkward when you're trying to actually find something. And in general, like, I'd much rather find background music that isn't like electronic-y, drum and bassy, dubstep-y type stuff. I'd like to have just like chill sort of flute folky music, but no one makes that copyright free. The closest you can get is video game background music, but even then that's sometimes a little bit iffy because people who make playlists of that stuff will slip in stuff that isn't copyright free. Have the best of indie dance. What do we think indie dance sounds like? Well, we'll give it a try. I'm willing to give it a try. I don't think there's just not really enough room to maneuver my hand inside. And the wings really don't like staying folded. So they don't quite go flat of their own volition. I don't think I can maneuver them. I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have enough leeway in here to keep them flat enough to go back. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, to tell you the truth. I might have to bring this off camera a bit so I can be looking in at the slot as I do it, rather than trying to operate by feel. And of course the wings are completely delaminating themselves as well while I'm doing all of this. Okay, it's out. I don't know if I'm going to get it into the slot below. in any kind of intact state, but it's out. I think I've slightly torn it by doing this, which is a big shame if so. Oh, go in, you silly little thing! Right, okay, it's in and through. There was a very slight tearing at the very base of the tab. I don't think it notices. I think I can only see it because I know it's there. Alright. Right, and these two are once again both going in the same set of slots, but they're going in the slot that I've just freed up, which is why I needed to free that up. Oh, that was a really abrupt end to that song. I was sort of expecting there to be more song after that. Okay. Oh, there's one more set of wings over here I didn't notice. Okay. With that bit kind of solved, this hopefully should be pretty okay. Just slot it over. These corner slots are actually quite big compared to the tabs I'm putting into them. I don't know if the wings are going to hold. If the wings... I'm going to try and keep the wings at like a 90-degree angle, rather than spreading them all the way back out, so that they hook on the... They hook like in and up, instead of in and out, if that makes sense. Once again, we've got a yellow dot. We've got a yellow dot here. We're going to put yellow into yellow. Again, we're doubling up here. I definitely don't think I could have tripled up if I had left that other tab in. There we go. Another set of wings here. Same ones that I forgot on the other part. Sit up straight now, otherwise my back will slowly dissolve. Okay. And just do that. I know you can't see what I'm doing with the tabs inside. But I'm just unfolding it basically. It looks like that inside. You can see the tabs aren't like fully unfurled. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe you can't see that, I don't know. But, okay, with all of the bits together and in place, this does look quite nice again. You've still got this bit sticking out here, which I can't do anything about really. But overall, that's quite fun. Now that the slip straps round and under the console and lock the tabs in place. Oh, I've just done that. I was technically slightly ahead of that in the notes. There's like odd bits. Oh, that one's come out. See, the wings obviously weren't quite doing their job. There. Yeah, there's odd bits and bobs coming out, like this random bit here, this random bit here, that give it a sort of an awkward asymmetry. I don't know how I feel about the awkward asymmetry, but it's there. Alright, next page. Page 8. Step 7. Use the diagram. Oh, I can get rid of this sheet as well, actually, that's an empty sheet. Use the diagram to identify the parts on the clear plastic sheet. I see, okay. N forms the central column of the console. That's this. Fold it into a box by tucking the ends inside. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this again. And this one doesn't even have fold lines. And it doesn't want to come off. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, this bit really doesn't want to stay in. This bit has chosen non-compliance. I think it's because it's at the corner where these two sections of the central sort of cone meet, and so the slot there is wider and looser anyway, and then the wings there just aren't cooperating. So part N is this. We've got to try and turn this thing, which doesn't want to be a square, into a square. Fold it into a box by tucking the ends inside. Yeah. So you say. Oh, and it's got tabs as well. Oh, I see. Instead of fold lines, it has... I don't know if you can see. These slits make what are effectively the fold lines. Actually, I don't want the bits of this that I pop out to go with the bits of everything else that I pop out, because these are plastic and everything else is card. What am I going to do about that? I don't have a convenient storage space for guff. Give me a sec, gang. We're going to improvise one. By using... Ow. I'm going to just punch the microphone. By using the lid of this Carcassonne box. We're going to use it to contain all of the tabs that come off of this, so that they don't accidentally go in the paper recycle. They are awkward, nasty little bits as well. Very easy to lose. This Carcassonne game instantly I picked up for like a song. It was new in box. It was £4 in a charity shop, and it retails for 20 something quid. And like I say, it was completely new in box. It had one minor scuff on. I can't even remember where the scuff was. Certainly not something that would be worth significantly lowering the price on. I guess that they sort of just hadn't been able to shift it for a while, I guess. I ended up giving them a tenner for it just because I would have felt too bad paying only £4 for a new in-box 20-something quid game. Maybe a 30-something quid game nowadays. What with inflation. This was back in those heady days before Trust, maybe even before Bojo? I don't know, I don't remember how long ago it was. Okay, 4 tabs to go. Oh no, this one's more. That come off? Yes, okay, it did. I realize you also can't really see what I'm doing because it's clear. You're just gonna have to sort of trust me. Okay, tabs collected. There will be more, so I'll put that to one side. Headphone cable is not behaving. Okay, we're gonna try and pretend that this is a box. This is awful to fold. This is horrendous. On the plus side, it holds its folds better than the cardboard does. So it might stay a slightly nicer a nicer square if we can get it to be a square. And that is a big if. Ah! I just pinged something at myself. Don't know what that was. Okay, right. The folds have been made. That's sort of what it looks like currently. We have to convince this that it is actually going to be square in shape. Somehow. That's sort of square-ish. Well, with some corralling from the gears, I'm sure that'll be fine. Fall into a box. Take one copy of each of P and O. Okay, so there's two different shapes of gear. O is this gear, and P is this gear. O is the innie, and P is the outie, as it were. One copy each, you say. A little bit out. A little bit in my thingy box. Push them down into one of the central locating slots. Okay. So each each set of these 4 slots down the middle. I can't really show them to you properly. Each one of these 4 slots is going to get one O and one P in it, which is a bit odd. But okay. Don't know if I can even. I'm sorry, my brain needs to mute. Have a good old coughing fit. Thank you, Shasskor, so much for the hydrate. I don't know if this has helped, to be honest. My throat feels real rough now. But hey ho. Yeah, there's little tabs on the inside of this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fold them over like I did with the other ones, because I think they might just be too small. I think we are just going to have to sort of force it down. I don't know if that's going to work either, actually. This central column square bit works great in theory, and in practice it does not work very well at all. Just ping that off into oblivion. Principally because I think these bits, these tabs that are supposed to sort of go down the middle and rigidify, are too long, so they push it out of being square in shape. They need... I could honestly go along them and just cut them down to size, and that might help. But it's not supposed to be a thing that you cut this model, so I don't really want to do that if I can help it. Okay, well, we've got it on. It's immediately slotted into the first set of holes. And I've slightly distorted the gear in getting it on, which I'm not tremendously thrilled by. Okay, and it doesn't matter which way they go, so long as each P is either above each O or below each O. But technically the right way up will have the O's on top. So the IDI gears will be on top. Okay. Shaka says, I'm sure it's fine. I hope it's fine. It doesn't look that badly distorted now it's slotted into place. It's worse when it's sliding down. Yeah, you can see while it's sliding down, it's got this wonk in it. Once all the bits are in place, it loses most of that. And that's mostly flat now. This is quite cool looking. I don't know if it really shows up on camera so well. But the combination of the innie and outie gear actually looks really nice together. Okay, what are we doing? O's are going on top, so I need a P to go in that. Oh, and I should probably make sure they're all aligned. Because obviously these are hexagonal effectively. They've got 6 nubs and they're going onto a square thing. So I need to make sure that the one nub that lines up with the square side always lines up with the square side. Come on. Oh, he's got stuck in the first hole again. Ah. Alright, okay, in place. Get an O bit. I'm sorry, I realize you can't sort of really see the instructions very well. I did have a very quick look online for instructions for this and didn't find anything, but I did not have an exhaustive look online. Otherwise, you might have been able to have an electronic copy. But I guess it's a very obscure little kit from 2007 or something. So it's not a super duper surprise that it's not easy to find online. Okay, that's that lot done. We're now working this way down. So I need to do O's first. Innie gears go first. Oh, and we have a Jasmine. Hi, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely day. It's real nice to see you. We're making a TARDIS. Specifically, we're making the 10th Doctor's TARDIS. But it's because I'm super excited about the fact that Doctor Who is going to be back soon. On Saturday, in fact. They're doing a weird thing with the release schedule. That is... They're dropping 2 episodes at midnight online. And then actually broadcasting them later, which lots of people aren't huge fans of. I think mostly just because they're used to not getting it online first, because that's never been the iPlayer way. I don't hate it, but I'm not going to watch it online before it's broadcast. I'm going to watch it hopefully live as it is broadcast. Shaq says, when is it actually being broadcast on TV? It's being broadcast at 6:20. There'll be 2 episodes in a row, and then they'll go straight from the 2nd episode into Eurovision, which, by the way, you should all be boycotting. Well, okay, I'm not going to say you should be boycotting. I would strongly encourage everyone not to watch Eurovision this year. But it's gonna just be a big, massive Saturday night for the BBC. With a Doctor Who double bill for new series, new Doctor, and then Eurovision afterwards for maximum insanity. The end of this square section looks so off square. It's really, really upsetting. But yeah, we're making this clear bit that's going to be the time rotor eventually, which looks really cool in real life. I hope it comes across on camera. It's a little bit of a pain to get on this square segment though. That gear is very badly bent. That's not good. Okay, there's not much we can do about it, but we'll put this one on. Hopefully this one will be flat. We'll flatten out the other one as it goes in. Do-do. Right, incredible. Nice time rotor. That looks really nice, actually. I'm really happy with how that looks. Okie doke. Step 8. Roll Q. Q is this bit. Roll Q into a tube, clip it together, push R over the outside. Okay, I don't have an R yet. We'll put the time rotor to one side. Get our bits box back because this has got lots of tabs in it again. Ow, 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 ow. The plastic is a little pointy. I'm a bit worried about tearing it. Ah, there we go. Okay, that can go to the side. That sheet's empty now. Pop out the little tabs. Jasmine says, awesome nails, thank you very much. I finally got a job offer after nearly 2 years. Oh, congratulations. What are you going to be going and doing? Gonna be an order processor for a medical supply company. Ooh. Big job. Big scary job with responsibilities. Roll this up. Clip it together. Like that. I don't think it matters, but just in case. That's not a very good... That's not a very good circle currently. I think it'll be fixed by putting a thing around it. Push R over the outside. Okay, R. This is an R. Push R over the outside of the tube until it slots into place as shown. Okay, so this is going to go into these slots at all the bottom. I don't know if the orientation matters. Because it's got an asymmetric design on it. I don't think those cables are going to connect to anything. I can't see any obvious connecting cables for it on the rest of the console design, so I think we're fine to just sort of do it however. Come on, play ball with me. Oh, hang on. I've got to make sure that these tabs, this tab here and this tab here, there's this bit of where the cylinder like folds over. I've got to make sure that's not obscuring the tabs. Because otherwise it won't go through them. And that would be a disaster. It really doesn't want to go. It's not particularly The kit is lovely. The design quality is maybe not quite what I might have hoped for. Like, it's sort of circular at that end now. And we've got to get an S, which is the bit that's been loose for ages. This is an S. Put things out of here, and then that's going to hopefully fit over this end. And between the two, the plan is that they'll keep it cylindrical. Somehow, I'm not convinced. Okay, so these two here, they have to go over each other to go through the hole, which is going to be a nightmare in and of itself. Oh, actually, that popped on really nicely. It's got a bit of a bulge to it. I'm assuming that there'll be something else to go on this end as well. Look to bulge or bulge too. Oh no. Fold U as shown to form the console monitor. I don't know which bit is U yet. We've got another circle. These circle bits are really badly held into their things. It's a V and a T. This is now actually empty, so we can ditch that bit. I don't think you're a U. No. You're a U. There we go. And that's everything from this sheet. So that can go. Right. Him and me. Oh no. Can I fold you over to form the central console? Sorry, to form the console monitor. This is an interesting bit because it's actually sort of folding in on itself. So we've got tabs here. But I think... I don't know, I think this is folding over, but I'm not sure yet. We've got that there. John's right. You taking over for Salty while they're not here. Jack says, I don't think folding over will form a console monitor, but you can still try. Oh dear, everyone is so bad. I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way. So yeah, there's the monitor screen. And then I'm gonna fold this tab over. Fold the wings in. Put it through that slot. If I get it far enough through the slot, I can unfurl the wings. You can't see me unfurling the wings because my thumbs are big and in the way, which I apologise. Oh, can I get the other? Can't get the other wing out. There we are. Okay. Wings unfold there, and little monitor station. Boop, 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 boop. With a keyboard, I guess? Haven't been told to put this on yet. I've just got that. Step 9. Here, step 9. Slide the central column you made in step 7 into the tube section. I think it means the tube section of this. Push T. Oh no, hang on. Push this into this. Okay. Hang on. Wait, which way up? Which way up? That way up. Okay. Push this into here. Sure. Time rotor. Push T onto the bottom of the tube. T. Oh, we can get that now. We don't need that. I quite like this song. It's maybe a little depressing. This is Clarkson, Shia, Maisel, Give Up, NCS. Actually, you would want this any other way. No, I would not, Chaka. No, I would not. Okay. Push T onto the bottom of the tube. Like, this is gonna be a tough one because I gotta fit the square end into this hole in the middle here, and get the slots over the corresponding pegs all at once. And try and do all of that while you can still see what I'm doing. And the main problem is this bit, where there's two that have to fold over and go through the same one. That's the one I really want to do first. Not quite sure why it's not working. Okay, that tab still being in there isn't helping. There we go. Over that central square. If I do all of the other slots first, then maybe I can not give this any choice but to cooperate. There we go! It's still got a bulge. Still got a bit of a bulge, but I guess if we put that bit... If I put the bulge bit at the back, you can't tell. But it's wonky. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I was sort of hoping this would fix the bulge, but it hasn't at all. Anything will fix the bulge other than just holding it and pressing it flat for some considerable period of time. Okay. Push T onto the bottom of the tube. Now push U followed by V. Ah, okay, right. So we're going to hold U in place to T with another bit. You stay upright? No, of course not. Okay, U is... No, that's V. Wait, no, we are after V. Never mind. Pencil, please. One problem is this could be a lot further back. That would give me more visual room. Okay, it is nearly 2 o'clock. This is going to be at least a full stream making this. I was worried that this would be quite quick and it would all be over in like an hour. But we've not even finished one bit of the model yet. Oh my goodness, we have an unliving lake. How's it going? Arts and crafts, how fun? Yeah, I am building a TARDIS. A 10th Doctor's TARDIS. You caught me in the middle of assembling the time rotor. But yeah, how's it going? Let's make sure these are the same way around. And then... ideally, get you over the same pegs. That is a really nice fit at the top and the bottom. It is just a shame about. It's just a shame about this. I think it's great. This is wonderful. This was a charity shop find. Okay, the viewing screen should spin freely, which it does. Now I need a W. W is a little green square here. Slide W over the top of the column, then push X over the bottom of the column. Okay. The top of the column is up here, and that they're going basically into the pegs, little holes. I will not ever use consistent terminology for what these small slots in each part are called. They're going to be called tabs, they're going to be called pegs. Sometimes tabs will be the bits that I'm putting into the holes instead. Don't even bother asking. That's going good. That's lovely to hear. And thank you for being kind about my nails. They are designed to match my little Dizzy's hair. And be raptor wing colors. Then push X. Oh, X is this bit. So we're about to be done with this page as well. There we go. Go to that page. My bed is currently just a mess of strewn cardboard that I've just chucked over there. X, this bit has not been properly perforated. Okay, it's fine. There's a little mess there, but we're gonna fold this, so hopefully it won't matter. Because we're gonna fold this over twice, like that, to make a bit with a little bit of thickness, just a little bit of thickness. And then we're going to do basically the same for this bit. I have a bit with a little bit of thickness there. They're all going to line up. And they're going to go over the bottom. And there's one more sort of slot hole. And I think this isn't going to work at all, if I'm honest. I think this is going to be an utter, unmitigated disaster. I don't even know if I want to put them on one bit at a time or not. Oh, that's torn horribly going on. Oh, that's a disaster. I don't know if you can see that corner is torn from the unsquareness of my square. The unsquareness of the squares is causing a big problem. It's causing massive problems. Oh dear. That's what it says, get down with the thickness. I am not down for this level of thickness. Not on this particular square. There are plenty of places where thickness is appropriate. Squares, what are supposed to be square in shape, is not one of them. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get this blue bit on. None at all. These bits, they're quite weak as well, which isn't helping. I'm trying to pre-fold these little tabs so they'll go on. I have pre-folded them the wrong way, I think. It's not really wanting to cooperate because of the unsquareness of my square. Okay, let's fold the tabs over the other way. Help. It also might just destroy them. Once they're destroyed, there's no way they're slotting into place at all. These bits, they worked quite well on the plastic that had enough rigidity to sort of hold them. But they don't really work in the card. The card's just not quite strong enough. Plus this bit here is just horribly designed, where you've got to like put the blue and the yellow over, but not the green. It is holding the blue to the yellow. Because there's not a nice through slot that you can just go stumpf. Okay, I'm gonna take yellow out. I'm gonna try doing them together. Because the yellow is getting in the way of my ability to put the blue tabs in. Oh, I've just torn that. Yeah, this was not well thought through, this bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I'm gonna probably have to fix this with tape. That's really unfortunate. Like, this would be difficult even if I wasn't dealing with the fact that this tube is attached to the rest of the rotor. This would be hard on its own. None of these things want to slot in. They're just too weak. They can't hold. They're not stiff enough to go in and stay in. And again, like, it would be hard enough even if the rotor was the right shape, and it's not. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fix the yellow one in. Make sure the yellow one is well fixed in. And then I'm just going to use tape to attach the blue one to it as best I can. Because I don't think I have another option here. This last yellow tab just doesn't want to go into the slot. There we go, okay. Right, how am I going to secure this? I'm going to... Give me a sec. Come on, tape. Come on, there we go. Okay. Tape. Fixes all ills, probably. We're going to start by taping around this to keep this together. I need some scissors. Don't know where my scissors are. They're not here. Why are they not here? Where are they? That's not good. Lost my scissors. There are my scissors. They're on my bed for some reason. God knows why. Oh, heck. Oh, I just punched my bloody ring light and camera setup, and now it's going to be all wrong and skew with. When one thing goes wrong, it then makes everything else go wrong as well, doesn't it? Of course it does. Pissing thing. Excuse my French. And my throat is really hurting. Okay. Frank. Yes, Frank. Right, okay. That is now stuck down. I'm going to use an extra bit here to kind of try and reinforce it. still don't know how I'm going to actually attach this to the yellow one. Because it's not, there's not a lot of area to tape there. I'm going to start by taping this actually to the green. There. So that is now stuck like that. I'm going to try and threadle some thin bits of tape in the side. Press blue to green to stick it to the blue. Do this. Oh god, don't do that. Do the same on the other side. Don't stick to me. Don't stick to me. Thank you. Right, and then we fold over. I'm going to curl it around and stick it to both the yellow and to the rotor. This is not how it's supposed to be put together, but the thing just wasn't robust enough to hold up. So it's kind of what we've had to resort to do. And it probably won't show in the final thing. Okay, what on earth has gone on here with my OBS? Don't know. OBS is doing something weird. Okay, so OBS has stopped doing something weird. There we are. Shaka! Must leave us briefly again. My clothes wash is done and the sun is shining. Aw, you go and do renewable clothes driving. Drying. There we go. And you enjoy that. I think, given how long this has taken so far, we're at step 9. There's a total of 23 steps. I think that probably when we finish this central section, I might call it there for stream if we're nearly at 3. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but if we're nearly at 3, I might call it there and come back and do the other half of the TARDIS another day. Because my throat is definitely suffering. I can feel it. I don't know if you can hear it yet. Alright. That's step 9 all done. Carefully line up the tabs and push the column assembly into the control panel until it clips in place. Okay, so these tabs here, it reckons, are also going to hold these bits here. It thinks. Unliving says, do you build a lot of these models? Honestly, stuff like this, not really. This would be the first. I own and started to build one of the little metal. I can't remember what they're called. They're called like rare earth metals or something. Metal model that's construction is similar to this, but like this, the construction quality on that was not great, and a bit of it snapped. And I haven't yet got around to like gluing or soldering it or whatever back in place. Okay, I don't know if you can see these slots going into these holes. These tabs going into these slots even. But they're not being tremendously compliant. I'm worried again about breaking this off as it goes in and out. So I want to have that up and then fold all of that down. So the slots are presented properly. But yeah, I've got like 4 thickness of cards going on to these tabs. So the wings on the tabs are... They don't really have any more space to kind of slot into. I really need an extra pair of hands for doing this. I'm gonna hold this, unfortunately I'm gonna hold this very slightly out of the camera shot because I'm pressing it against my chest to actually be able to both see what I'm doing and have a free hand to manipulate the slots. I had one in and then it came out again. Right there, now all but one is in. This has briefly become a radio show. Okay, they're all in. I don't know if they're going to stay. Just push down. Okay. I can lift it up by this, so I assume those wings are now in place and holding it together. If you look inside, you really just can't tell at all. But if we're extra lucky and I spin this gear, I don't know if you can really see, but the rotor does go up and down. The camshaft works. It feels not great to do it. It doesn't feel good on the shaft. It feels like there's some sort of resistance or something slipping out of place, but that is a functioning time rotor. I'm quite happy with that. Oh, and it does say at the end of step 10, the control panel is complete. Turn the thumb wheel, and the central column will rise and fall. Oh yeah, you can do it with your thumb. Amazing. Okay, well that's the end of that bit. How many steps is the next bit? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... 15. Do I think I can do another 5 steps before 3 o'clock? I think we can get some way of doing it. We'll see how it goes. Okie doke. Right, and now I'm looking for green letters. Okay. We'll put this off to one side, I suppose. Yeah, sorry, to come back to the next question, no, I don't build a lot of models like this. I do a lot of Warhammer modeling, and I do as much LEGO modeling as I can afford to, which is not much. Although, you can always type !throne in the chat, and go have a look at things, and see if there's anything on there that you want me to build. And with Throne as my witness, you can get them for me, and then I can build them on stream, and possibly name them after you lovely people, like Kingo the Umbreon, which was very kindly bought for me by, well, Kingo. And instantly finishing pyroing this was going to be my backup for what we do for the rest of the stream if this got done super early. But that doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. It's now going to be I don't think we're even going to finish. Okay, part A. It says, fold A as shown to form a box. Okay, there's lots of bits, lots of folding. Doo-doo. This NCS Best of Indie Dance has a lot more songs with actual lyrics than I'm used to from NCS. I don't hate that, but I tend to find songs with words a lot more distracting when I'm trying to listen to something. Hope that it is not too intrusive for you guys. Where did that bit go? Oh, it didn't come off. That's where it went. It said a sharp pencil. I feel like this pencil was not sharp when I started, but I feel like even if it had been, it wouldn't be sharp by the sort of 200th little slotty tabby thing that I press it up against. You pop things. Pop all the things.
We keep seeing their eyeballs glued to us on the sidewalk, but that look could kill.
Is that all of the things popped? There's one more little one there.
Weakness is inside, but it's gonna spill. Oh,
Come on.
take a minute, turn
I can't handle it too roughly because it's card. It'll just bend and tear. Okay, what are we doing? Hold it as shown. Clip B onto the end. Okay, well we'll deal with B in a sec. Oh my god! I've just seen it says make 6 of these, and we have another A, and another A, and I guess probably somewhere we have. Oh no! Look, there's another A. Okay. Oh god, okay. Is there another A? I seem to only have 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the last green A? Oh, I've got a random bit here as well, but I don't know what it is or where it came from. Oh, that's a H. Oh no. It's become detached. That's not good. I don't know where the other A is. That's concerning. Although a lot of these ones are sticking together to each other, and it's difficult to get them to unstick from each other without also popping the stuff out, because they're much better attached to each other than they are to their own bits. I put the last A on the bottom by mistake? No. Interesting. Ah, there's the other A. It's weirdly out of order. Ow. Okay. Right. Oh my god. I'm not even really sure which bit B is on this. On these instructions. Got C's, J's, F's, E's, G. Oh god, there's another bloody F. Sorry, that's a H even. Here's some green C's. Oh, this one they've just sort of sprinkled the bits in amongst everything else, so it's tough to find. Like there's green D's on all of these sheets. Okay, here's some B's. There's 2 B's, 2 more B's, 2 more B's. Okay. Right, I need to go and pick up that bit that I dropped. It's very far away. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this without messing everything up. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. It's not... Oh, I've just... I was trying to hold the camera in place so it didn't wiggle, and instead I've just shortened it. So now it's not showing anything properly. I don't even know which bit I've shortened it from. It doesn't want to telescope. You have to bear with. I really hate dropping things during the IRL streams. It's the most annoying thing that happens. Because it then leads to extended sections of me doing this, and mucking around with camera setup. And not showing you, lovely people, the things I want to be showing you. None of those. It was none of those options. None of those fixed it. Oh, it was the legs. Oh, the legs have shortened. Oh god. Oh. Hang on a sec. We'll be right back. I've massively splayed out the legs of my tripod. Oh dear. And I'm getting lots of boop-a-ba-doops as things are disconnecting and reconnecting. I don't even know currently why they're disconnecting and reconnecting, because I've not unplugged anything. That's another big worry. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. This thing is hard to screw tight. Ouch. Okay. Right, where were we? Do we have a functioning camera? We do not have a functioning camera. Why do we have no functioning camera? If the camera doesn't want to work, then I can't stream the rest of this to you. Camera is on. Can I get it to point where it's supposed to point? Is the next question. I think we're gonna have to make do with that. It's not quite the view you had before, but it's gonna be close enough. Sorry about that. This piece that keeps dropping is a major pain in my behind. Okay. What time is it? 1:30. We are not gonna have more than this next step done in half an hour, I don't think. Okay, but yeah, so the little B pieces. Don't you dare drop on the floor after I've just picked a bunch of stuff up. The little B pieces. I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to attach. Like at all. Like the instruction puts the B piece on there, but there's no slot there. And in the later instructions, the B piece has completely vanished. So I'm a bit confused. To be honest. The B piece doesn't even seem to be used. Like there'll be ramps on later bits. And then that's it. How strange. Oh, I see. I didn't understand before. This bit here, this end, I'm going to cover it up with B. That doesn't fold over on its own. that just gets covered up. I see. Okay. That's confusing. Alright, I'll get a B piece out to do that in just a second. So I can show you what on earth I'm jabbering on about. But first, let's get all of these folds done. Oh, I'm sorry, a bit snuffly as well. Ow. Ow. Yeah, my throat's a bit sore, my back's hurting a bit, so we're definitely not going on past 3. I might just get this A bit folded up and call it there. Oh well, get this A and B bits together folded up. Because I'm sure when I come back to this, I won't remember what on earth the B bit is supposed to do, so I'll need the completed one as a reference. All these little wings are delaminating as I fold them. It's not ideal. This card is just a little bit too cheap. A little bit not quite strong enough for what they're asking it to do. Like that bit there. I just folded not straight, because this line here, where the slot ends. Can you see that? This line here where the slot ends is actually weaker than the fold line. And so it bent over there instead of where I wanted it to. This one was in danger of doing the same. But as I knew now, cache it. All of those. That there, big one. And this here, big one. Alright. So, we are going to fold this over. Oh, this one folds actually the other way. This one folds that way, apparently. Even though the previous pieces have not folded this way, this one does. These parts are so weak and feeble! I'm doing my best not to damage them, but it's not always working. Ah, Shaka is back. Hi there, Shaka. We are dealing with a very odd bit. We've got 6 of these to do, and I think I'm just going to probably make one, and then we'll probably call it there. But the cardboard is not quite up to snuff for some of the delicate, not even delicate pieces, just delicate individual folds like this one that I've mussed up slightly. Does anyone want to cooperate? It is strongly against cooperating, conceptually. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have it like this. It goes up, and then these bits come over, and they're going to form a lid. And I'm going to put these tabs into the lid bit. If, and only if, they want to. Here, it's going to go in there. I'm going to reach inside to unfold the wings. Oh, I've unfolded one wing. I don't think I've got the other wing. There we go, I've got the other wing. And the same with this. Hopefully. 1 wing, 2 wings. Incredible. And then we're going to do the same on this little bit here, which is a bit delicate. So I've got to be careful with it. And I've got to get the wing to actually hold under in the first place to get it in. Stay! Stay down! Stay, 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 stay. These wings love to flip back out, because I started by folding them the wrong way. So they now they really don't wanna stay down enough. And this one's obviously shredded itself. Don't wanna stay down enough to go in. I don't have a way of making them stay, because there's no angle I can get a finger in, unless I have a very long finger that goes all the way in from that side. I wonder where I put those tweezers, actually. Hang on. I might actually have a very long finger. We're going from that side. Maybe. But only maybe. Come on. In the slot, please. Oh, oh, oh. No, that wing's still not cooperating. The tab is not long enough that I can fit something in and get the end of this in. So this one little wing that doesn't want to cooperate is stopping the whole thing from progressing. I don't have enough leverage to push it in properly from this side. Doing this silly shenanigan with this. Oh, oh, oh. 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 Ah, come on! Yes, there we go. There we go. Once it's in, of course, the wing doesn't want to unfold either. That's fine, we did it. I don't think that's going to be a very good join. I don't think that's going to be very sturdy. But it's what we've got. Alright. Now I need a B-bit. There's just a hole there? I guess there's just a hole there, sure. I need a B-bit to come and cap this off here. And that will, I think, be us for today. So, bits. Going over. Got that. 1 wing. Oh, no, come on, wing. There we go. 2 wings. Fold over. There's a little tab that needs folding there. And that needs folding there. Right, so it's going in this orientation. I'm just going to slide it in like that. But it's gotta all go in at once. Or maybe I can do it just one side at a time, actually. Still gotta go in at once. No, it doesn't. That's the fool's way of doing it. Are we fools? Don't answer that. This is actually the best demonstration I can give of how I've been opening the wings each time. This is going to be a pain to do though, because I can't get in like at all. can see why on the instructions. They just say, oh, slot it all in at once. You can't slot it all in at once, but I can see why they want you to. What I want to do is I want to fold the wings over and then fold... The way the wings are made, they fold over at an angle. And the angle that they fold over, I don't know if I can really show you, but the angle that they fold over means you can't actually fold this in properly because the wings fold at an angle, and so they curl over and they hit this bit that you're folding it against. That's one of the reasons why the wings keep unfurling before I can get them into the slot. Okay, they're in now. We're now going to do a very tricky operation with this to get them to unfurl on the inside. Because for the exact same reason that I've just said, once they're in, they're sort of curled up awkwardly because they had to be to get folded flat. Oh, I've absolutely shredded these wings. Oh, that's no good. One of them's out. I'm sorry you can't see this, but it wouldn't help much if you could. Like, can you guys see in there? I bloody well can't. I can't even when I'm holding it up to my face. Never mind with the camera. Yeah, I've got one wing out. The other wing has delaminated. And I don't know if I'm gonna be... I've got one half of that wing. The bottom half of that wing has unfolded. The top half of the wing is still curled up because it's split. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out. Oh, we might have success. Hang on. Come on, little thing. Okay, I think that wing is unfolding there now. So, I need to curl that up. Up. Right. That's one bit. And then you know how I said this model was huge? Well, we're gonna stick this, like, on the side here. This is gonna be an absolutely enormous model. Specifically, we're gonna stick this on the slot what is labeled number 1. And I've got a bunch of different tabs which all have to go through. And in theory, they're all gonna go through at once, but I bet you they're not. I also did not expect it to be this big, Shaka. I'm gonna try and use these tweezers to just flatten this wing. It really doesn't want to stay flat. I'm gonna try it on all of them, just because I reckon these can actually pinch harder and flatter than I can with my fingers. Right, that's the best I can do. Okay, that top one has gone in real nice, and I can probably see the wings have instantly delaminated as they've gone in, but we've been able to unfold them there. These side tabs are actually going to play ball with us, which is quite surprising. Again, the wings just sort of shred themselves, which is a little unfortunate. But that's in. So there, that's attached. So I think we're going to surround this entire console with these sort of pylon bits coming out. This is gonna be massive. I was expecting it to be just this size, just the size of this bit. I wasn't realizing it was gonna have all of this on the side. That's huge. That's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna keep this bottom open so I can access the inside for all of these wings and stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna get the bottom to actually close, but because it's on the bottom, it doesn't matter if it's closed well, because all the weight will be on it, keeping it shut. This is also, it's come slightly, from me trying to finick around with this, it's come slightly bent there, which is unfortunate. But again, because it's on the ground, hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. But yeah, that's all I've got time for today. My back is starting to kill me from the posture I've been in, bent over for all of this. And my throat is going as well. So that's. I mean, we've built the impressive, important middle bit of a TARDIS. It's got moving stuff, which I wasn't expecting it to have. The rotor goes sort of like a TARDIS rotor does. We've got a console that spins around and has little sticky notes on it. I'm loving this model. This is great. We'll finish it if I'm good and I keep my nails intact. We might finish it like Tuesday. If my nails are not screen presentable by Tuesday, we'll finish it some other time where I can get them touched up. But that is going to be it for me for today. You guys don't need to go anywhere though, because I'm going to send you out on a wee little raidy poos. Let me see who is on my live list. Twitch. Give me Twitch. Tell me who's live, Twitch. Tell me who I may go and see. Oh, KRBZ is doing Sea of Thieves. I might go and raid into some of them. I'm also going to have a double check to see if anybody else is streaming under the Doctor Who tag specifically, seeing as I am. I'd be very surprised. No, it is just me. Alright, let's go and say hi to Kirsty. Alex says thank you, it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for being here and helping make it a lot of fun. Let's see if I can raid Kirsty and actually spell the name right. It's not a difficult to spell name. Alright, raid is up. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. At my current Friday slot is 2 PM British time. And I'll be doing some more Hollow Knight. I haven't done Hollow Knight in actually nearly 2 weeks, I think, because the last Hollow Knight I did was on a Monday, I seem to remember. But I'm raring to go. I've done a smidgen of mucking around off stream, which I'll be able to show you the fruits of when we get there. But Hollow Knight is definitely my favorite game to play at the moment. I'm dead excited for it. Other than that, I'll be around on Monday at 12 o'clock with Shaka doing some Baldur's Gating, which is what the stream title for today was. Sorry again for not being around and streaming for most of the days this week. There's been just stuff going on like behind the scenes, which I shan't trouble you with. But do be there for that tomorrow and then on Monday. In the meantime, you can check out my various links. You can check out my throne. Let me type !throne if you want me to do more IRL streams like this. That's not the command. Then getting you stuff off of my throne will help me do that. And yeah, the rest of this TARDIS will be coming to you at some point. Till then, enjoy your raid, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. To everyone, bye!